This is my Mazda MX5 NC. I bought this car crashed from COPART for £1,450. And for the past couple of months, I have been very busy trying to get her back on the road. But how much did that all cost me? And you'll also see my reaction on the first ever drive with this car. On my previous video, we finally managed to sort the last bit of issues that we had with the car. The cracked windscreen finally got changed, and literally just hours before the car went for its MOT, we managed to get rid of the airbag light by changing the airbag ECU module. The correct wheel arch also arrived just in time, and when it came to the MOT test, she passed with very minor issues. So the car is now finally ready for the road. But first, we are just going to talk about how much did it actually cost me to get the car pretty much all fixed up and back on the road. Did I stay on my budget? So if I sell the car now, would I make any profit? Would I be at a loss, or would I just break even? This is our spend tracker, and this is what I have been using to try and keep track of the spending throughout the build. Just to explain a little bit then of what's going on this board, on the top right hand side is how much I've paid for the car, which is £1,450, and on the left hand side is my budget, which is £1,500, and the middle bit is the last item that we have bought and how much it costs, and then there's me on the MX5, the actual MX5 by the way, and at the bottom is how many items we have bought represented by each box. The different colored box indicates how much the item costs. So the red box is any item that costs greater than £100, the orange is between £50 to £99, and the yellow is if the item is less than £50. And at the bottom then is our total cost. So the next item we have spent on then is the brake discs and the pad set. And we spent £120 for that, so that gets a red box. And that brings our total cost to £807.85. Yeah, this is going to be a faff, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double up the item. I'm not going to do it one by one because it's going to take a long time as well. So the next item we have spent after this then is the LED bulbs. And that costs £24.19. And the next item after that, well, not really an item, but I have to include this because this was expensive as. And that was the bumper repaint, and that cost £260. And that then brings our total cost to £1,092.04. Looking good so far. The next thing that we then spent on are, let's take all of these off, the aftermarket grille. And that cost £70.68, and that gets an orange box. We are running out of space here. And then, to my surprise, I then had to buy the grille trims as well. Initially, I thought this was the only bit that I was going to spend on, and yeah, I learned the hard way. And the grille trims actually set me back more than how much the grille cost at £122.57. And that gets a red box. That brings our total cost to £1,285.29. We are kissing very close to our budget at this point. We then had to get the windshield changed. So the windshield set me back £115. Bring this guy a little bit forward. I'll get the red box. Kind of a bit tight for space here. And the next thing we bought then was the airbag ECU, which again was a bit unexpected because I thought I would have been able to just clear the error. Anyway, we bought an airbag ECU, and that only cost me £20, and that gets a yellow box right here. I then had to buy another wheel arch, and that cost me £39.99. That then brings our total cost to £1,460.28. Talking about cutting it close to our budget, we are literally kissing so close to the budget. And the last thing that we had to buy then is the number plate, and that costs £32.50, and that gets an orange box right at the end. Guys, I did not, honestly, I cannot make this up. This literally just fit at the end. I did not plan all of this, believe me, I swear. It just so happened to have actually sat right at the end. So that then brings our total cost to £1,492.78. Literally £7 short of our budget. I think we did it. Here we go, look at that, we've reached the end. We did it, we absolutely did it. Obviously that doesn't take into account like the diagnostic tools and all the other tools as well, like the paints and all that jazz. Was it worth it? I mean, hell yeah, look at that. That is definitely worth it. So we are gonna go on We Buy Any Car right now and see how much my MX5 will sell for. And they have quoted me $2,560. We are at a loss. I mean, We Buy Any Car will obviously lowball the prices, but $2,560, that's not so bad. So we spent almost £3 and I feel like we could have spent a lot cheaper on the car if I was actually trying to sell the car. But much to your delight, I am going to be keeping the car because we are going to be doing modifications on it. Woo! 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 About to go for a first drive. Gotta have the cushion because I can't see over the steering wheel, see all the way forward unfortunately, but yeah, let's go. It around too much because we've still got to service the car. We need to change all of the fluids and the spark plugs. I just don't want to rag it around too much, but God, from this couple of minutes driving the car, it's just absolutely insane. This is actually the first time I have taken the car out for a nice little ride, and I'm just starting to get used to it. There's still a couple of things that I am still, you know, so starting to get used to. One of the first thing is just trying to see over the steering wheel. It is such a low car. The seating position is so low that I literally struggle to see over the steering wheel. As you know by now, we are not gifted on the height side, but yeah, we are finally driving the MX5 on the road. Would you believe it? It is honestly, just for me to be able to say those words, it does not feel real at all. And I literally cannot stop smiling. So far, it's been so nice to drive. Taking it in a corner is just absolutely insane. What I've noticed is it's such a well-balanced car. I don't want to say it, but taking corners is almost as good as the R8. There is still a bit of sort of niggles here and there. The rear end is very stiff, but for now we just gotta enjoy this car because it is honestly, there's a few corners here that's just gonna attack it. It is honestly so beautiful, this car. It literally attacks corners like it's nothing. The car feels so light to handle as well. It doesn't feel chunky. I always compare it to the R8 because the R8 is probably sort of one of the only sports cars that I have driven, but it feels so light on the steering. You can literally just, wherever you point the steering wheel to, the car will follow. I honestly cannot stop smiling. It feels so surreal. The weather is so perfect. It's about 18 degrees right now, no rain. We've got a nice sunset, and me just driving this car on the road, man, honestly, to you watching, it's probably just another driving video, but to me it is way more than that. I built this car. This car was crashed, and to be able to take it on the road, it feels way more than that. It feels so I don't want to sound corny, but it feels so special. Just me being able to drive the car. I was in here fixing stuff, and now to actually be able to drive it and enjoy it is honestly crazy. For me, there is that, I don't know, it's such a beautiful sense of achievement. Just being able to drive this car, it's such a beautiful sense of achievement. I don't know what it is, but there is that attachment to it because you built the car. It's just seeing all your hard work come to life in a way, and it is such a great feeling. And what a car this is as well. I can really understand. I can really understand what the fuss is all about now. When you talk about an MX5, you don't really hear a lot of bad things about it, and I completely understand now. This, like, right now, it is such a fun little car to drive. It's just so agile. The only sort of very minor bad thing about this car is it's only got 5 gears and it lacks just a little bit on the power side, but where it lacks in power, we've got a corner here. Oh my god, it's just insane. It's so balanced. Yeah, where it lacks in power, it makes up for it in its cornering ability. This is such a beautiful car. It's, oh my god. So in terms of the car, then I think we are just gonna enjoy the car stock as is for a couple of months, and then we'll move on to modifying the car maybe. The channel is all about obviously modifying cars, so this car is not going to stay stock for a long time. It will get modified. We've got another corner here again. Here we go. Oh man. Corner here again. Oh man, it is just... What the hell is this car? Oh my god. It takes corner like... I can't even explain it. It literally slices through corners like it's butter. Butter is honestly insane. I don't know, I keep saying insane. This car is just so nice to drive. It's so stable. That's with the rear suspension on the verge of going as well. How? I just don't know. I can't explain it. This car is just absolutely insane. So I really hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button, drop a like, drop a comment. Thank you again for watching, and I really appreciate your support, and I guess I will see you on the next one.